Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first live stream of today. We are on Train Sim World 2 on the Long Island Railroad. Good morning, Pithers. We are going to be doing a service from Hempstead to the Atlantic Terminal, and we'll be wrapping this stream up as soon as we pull into the station. And then we'll be back at 9 for our flight around Savannah. So let's go in here and get things started. And so let's get this side unlocked. Brakes charged up. Alright, that should work. Doors closed. I know there was like a... Oh, there it is down here. Away we go. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Patrick. Everybody's doing well. Good morning, Mick. Morning, Mr. Addies. Don't worry about it, Patrick. It's quite all right. I understand that that's perfectly fine. I do not apologize for anything. So. Garden City is next. Looking forward to the flying today. It's going to be fun. I think you guys will all like the surprise that's coming. Have a bit of fun, as we always do, as we always try to do. Yep, you have to tune in and check it out. But we're gonna fly around Savannah, and then we'll do our surprise, and we'll wrap up the flying for the day. No, I have no control over if Pithers is nice or not. That's entirely up to Pithers. Now remember, if you're going to drive the M3, you have to have the brakes fully engaged in order for the doors to open. If they're not fully all the way like on 100% sort of thing, the doors will not open until you make the change, I guess, adjust the brakes accordingly. Nassau Boulevard is next. We're finally getting up into the little faster sections on the route. Service in front of us. Okay. All right, and also a quick reminder for tomorrow, we will not be flying. We will be doing a trip on the rapid transit route in the 182 from Dessau to Leipzig. Just that will be our only stream tomorrow. And then Thursday we'll be back to normal operations. Stuart Manor is next. So just be prepared for that. We haven't been on the rapid transit in quite some time. So I figured it'd be a fun thing to do. And then, yeah, got some good flights planned for the rest of the week. Floral Park. So we're joining back onto the main line here at Floral Park. .377 getting ready for London commuter release on Thursday. Nice, Patrick. I will download it Thursday, but we will not have it on the channel right away. I'm going to let the hype kind of die down, but when we do, we may do it on Monday. We'll do like the tutorials, and maybe if there's a short scenario or something. Yeah, we may do it that way. Yeah, we'll just do the tutorial stuff, some of the, the introduction to the route sort of thing, just the very basic stuff, and then we'll eventually feature it in greater depth as time goes on. But I want to give time for it to be out for a few days before we do our take on it. Mela asked me last night if I was excited, and I can't say that I am. I mean, I get the significance of the route to many people. I think I've kind of the luster has worn off for all intents and purposes. I used to get excited about new stuff coming out, but I don't have the energy for it anymore. So, yeah, I get that lots of people are excited, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you enjoy it, more power to you. That's how I look at it. Bella Rose is next. And then we will be moving on to the main line essentially from there. I do like the fact that we have plenty of routes to choose from, and all that. It is nice that we have lots of options when it comes to that. And I still believe that there's something for everybody who plays Train Sim World 2, or even on the computers. You have lots of different options as to what you want to do in the game. And that's a good thing. Right. Yeah, I could see that too. I mean, that's the great thing is it's not just all passenger. There's a Union Pacific and I think another CSX route coming. Others, yeah. There's certainly something for everybody in the game. No matter what you like to do. Heck, if you just want to switch, there's plenty of routes that you can switch to your heart's content. You know. Queens Village is next. Yeah, I think other than that there's any really significant new locomotives coming, and there are some, but nothing significantly enough that is going to that I feel like I have to I feel like I've mastered most of the routes. Not all the locomotives, obviously. There's some that was cool to get them, but then it's like, okay, it's a lot of stuff to do. So I don't feel challenged as much as I did when I first picked up this game. And now that a lot of the stuff we get is essentially stuff, the AC 4400, for instance. It doesn't matter if you're driving for Union Pacific or CSX, it's the same, it's the same, it's the same. Once you know how to set it up, it's not, that nothing changes. The only thing that may change is if there's an update, like it's a new generation. Maybe there's, they streamline some things even further. But on average, it's, it's the same no matter where you go. Yeah, the Sandpatch grade chapters, people will only get frustrated, Mick, because it's not a very fast route. They expect quick. They want things done in a matter of minutes, not hours. So you have people that don't quite understand that. So Hollis is next. But, if there's plenty to enjoy there. The scenery especially. It is a bit of a challenge to get, once you get everything moving, it's not that bad. It's just having enough patience, and that's something that people don't seem to have a lot of anymore. If you have the patience to work it out, work through everything, it's a very rewarding route. People give up on it too easily. I did it first. I tried. Nothing here is making any sense. But then once I went back and tried it again, it was like, oh man, this is actually pretty phenomenal. So I got 5 viewers over on Twitch. Thank you all for coming in. I know Nick is one of them because he monitors both. So appreciate everybody popping in for a moment to watch. Like I struggled here on Long Island Railroad, and then eventually I went back and I was like, oh man, it's pretty fantastic. It just takes time to, you just got to keep working at it. Eventually you go, oh, maybe I was making a mistake, didn't even realize it, or whatever. Little bit past here. I wasn't slowing down in time. Oops, Daisy. Yeah, I know you monitor both, Nick. I knew you were there. Went in a little too hot there. I think it should be next, I think. There we go. We'll crawl into Jamaica. We'll try to get a move on here, and then we'll have to slow down to 35, and then it'll be like 15 or something like that. We'll have to go slow into Jamaica. Well, it's the thing is, Mick, like when I'm watching you drive the ice yesterday, it would be preferable, because when you ask me a question, I'm already seeing what you're trying to figure out, and I'm trying to type it in. It just seems, for whatever reason, it takes a moment for what I put in the chat to come up for you to see. And in the meantime, you're still kind of fumbling around, and I'm like, oh my god, I typed it in, and it's like you're not seeing it until like sometime later, and you're like, oh yeah, okay. So I don't know. I mean, I can scream at my computer screen all I want, but obviously you're not going to hear me. But yeah, I don't know what we can do. I don't know if I need to be like in the chat, or like if we get on the voice chat in Discord, so when you have a question I can tell you right away, or answer the question much more quickly, or much faster. Because a lot of times the time that you spend looking for stuff, eventually you're going to get way behind in your schedule, and then it's going to be a little bit harder to catch up. So sometimes you can make up the time, but not always. That's the tricky part. But yeah, I would agree with Chris. You are doing pretty darn good overall. It's just that when when you're like, Rob, what am I supposed to do here? And I'm like, trying to type as fast as I can to give you the answer to the question, and then it's like, it seems like either there's a lag, or you're still looking, you're not looking at the screen for my response. I don't know, but I'm sure there's a way we can figure out how I can help you in a much more, I'm going to use the big words, in a forthwith and expeditious manner. So that you're moving along a little bit quicker. Hello, Train Sim TV. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Hope you are well. But yeah, it's difficult when I am screaming at the screen, and I'm like, Mick, just So yeah, but you're doing good. Otherwise, for the 3 routes that you have, I know it can be a bit overwhelming in some of the cases, but it takes time, it takes practice, and that sort of stuff. So. But you'll get there. You'll rack up those gold medals before you know it. But if there's a way we can figure out a better way for me to help you, I'm willing to try it. I think the next logical step, though, is for me to be in a voice chat with you, and so I can communicate directly with you. All right, 8.8 miles to Atlantic Terminal. Now there are some stations on the way to the Atlantic Terminal. We're going to pass through those. Let's see, remember correctly, I know there are some stations. There's one there. 2. There's at least 2 stations, but we're going to zip right past those. Yeah, I think that's the best way I can help you out, is to be in a voice chat with you. I'd still like, one of the things before the day ever comes that I move out of New York, I like to take one ride on the Long Island Railroad before when the time comes for me to move out of New York. I'd like to do it in person just once. Well, no, the thing is, nobody, the only person that can, in theory, get frustrated is you. Okay? That's the only person you got to worry about. Yeah, exactly. What Chris said. You know, like even though the other day I was like just chilling, it's not a problem for me to try to help you figure out what's going on if you're stuck. So don't think that you're a burden to me in any way like that. I'd rather, you know, if I can answer the question, absolutely, I'll find out the answer. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to try to find a place or find someone who does know the answer to help you out. So, yeah, I don't get frustrated. The only person that can, in theory, get frustrated is you. Hello, Amela. So, yeah, don't think that it's that we're, you know, ever going to give up on you. The only time I feel like I would give up is if there's a problem that you're encountering that there's no easy answer solution to whatever you're encountering. So, no, it's all good. Amela, I do have a question. Good morning. Hope you are well. Hope all is well in the city of the Big Apple. Train Sim TV. Is that who I think it is? Is that an official Dovetail Games? Is that their Twitter or Twitch account? I think it is, but I could be wrong. No, Mella. Over on my Twitch stream, Train Sim TV said hello. It's purple, so I'm guessing that's the Dovetail Games Twitch account that we see, like the roadmap and all the other streams on Twitch. Oh, Ben was responding to that. I don't know if that's Natalie using that account right now, maybe, because I know she's the community liaison. Could be Matt, could be Adam, it could be, well, I don't think it'd be Sam. I don't think it would be Joe Burgess either. Alright. Making our way to the Atlantic Terminal. This is one of those places... Oh no, that's not them, Rob. They're... Oh, okay. Is that Steve, maybe? I'm doing okay. Well, just think the internet problem has finally been sorted. Knock on wood. Hopefully it's because I did have that outage. I was glad that we got that flight in yesterday around Tokyo. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. It was fun to do for me personally. So yeah, looking forward to looking forward to the Savannah flight here in a couple hours. Now I'm thinking about Train Sim TV. That might be Steve. We just passed one of the stations there. We've got one more to pass right here. Now this is one of those areas that I think we don't always, most everybody wants to go to the New York Penn. Either leaving from there or going there. Atlantic Terminal is one of those kind of ignored sections of the Long Island Railroad in the game, I think. So I wanted to try to bring a little something different here. We may... You know what we may just do? I think because we're going to be wrapping up here shortly. We're going to move the stream up to 8. Because we're going to be flying for quite a bit of time, I think, around Savannah. So, yeah, we're gonna move things up to 8. So, just under an hour between now and the time we go flying. So please make your schedule adjustments accordingly if you feel so inclined. So be on the lookout. About 8 o'clock we will be going flying Savannah, Cessna 152. Doing a little bit of aerial tourism. So do tune in for that, because we got a little bit of a surprise, like I've been saying, at the end. Yeah, I wouldn't put yourself. I don't think it would be worth putting yourself into that kind of financial risk, Chris. The game will still be there regardless. I would wait. That's my 2 cents on it. It's easy to get caught up in the hype and think about, you don't want to miss out on being part of it when it first comes out, but it's going to be there still. It's not like it's only on sale for a very limited time or something, or out for release for only a short amount of time. So I would wait. I mean, I'm going to have to wait. I'd like to get it this week as well, but I can't. And plus, that means I have to find space, and I don't want to have to deal with all that drama either, Because I did look, the 1 terabyte external storage for the Xbox Series S is over $200. Yeah, I know, and I don't like to miss out on stuff either, but it'll still be there. It's not like Mick is going to suddenly stop being your friend because you, or anybody for that matter, just because you can't buy the game, right upon release. That's not very realistic, and that's not a true friend. A true friend is going to be there for you regardless. So it's easy to feel that pressure, I guess, to get something, and then later on you're carrying a negative balance, and you're just like, oh, this was probably a bad decision, and I guess as the saying goes, the heart wants what it wants. Oh, not a carry. Oh, not a carry. I don't do well with carries. I don't like being carried, to be honest. I'd rather learn and do something to contribute. Welcome back, Amello. Amello's back in the house. Whoop, whoop. I know I used to get caught up. Oh, you know, I gotta order this and I gotta have this. And yeah. Sometimes there's real peer pressure, and other times it's like where we imagine that we put that peer pressure on ourselves, and it's not very healthy. Washing your hands. Let's see. It's too much information, Mella. Too much information. Yeah. There you go. Slow crawl here into Atlantic Terminal. Now the Atlantic Terminal, is that the one that's over by the Port Authority, Bella? Am I remember that correctly, or is that wrong? I know there was subways downstairs, you know, from the New York Port Authority in that building, but I can't remember if it's the Atlantic Terminal or if it's a different one. Oops. No, this is in Brooklyn. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. All right. Thank you. I couldn't remember. I wasn't sure, so. All right, here we are. Hey, a gold medal. Yay, us. All right, well, there we are, folks. I will see you in about 45 minutes. We're going to do a short break. We're going to get flying at 8 o'clock this morning instead of 9. So, because we're gonna be kind of flying around quite a bit. So I just want to have a little bit extra time to get the flight in. And then, so yeah, bumping up by an hour, just be prepared. And I will see you